Hello, everyone. I have been here saying hello to no one and chatting and doing a lap review by myself for 25 minutes. I now freeze understand what your did Puka oversleep thing mean. Oh dear. I was wondering what was going on because I was getting no data from my YouTube studio. So long story short, I started the broadcast and forgot to hit the go live button. And I wish I could blame this on a lack of sleep, but I can't. Oh well, better to happen on a morning stream, I suppose. And at least I had a lot of productive learnings of the track there while I was waiting on yous. Sorry guys to anybody who was waiting around. Luke, I said a quick hello to yourself. Freeze, I said hello to yourself as well. Really sorry about that, guys. Yeah, for some reason with OBS, if you schedule a broadcast, you have a secondary go live button that you have to hit after you start the broadcast. Not sure why it works that way. It just does. This is the first time I forgot to hit it. But all of this makes a lot more sense right now as to why I wasn't getting data from YouTube Studio and why you're asking if I had overslept. So sorry about that, everyone. Oh, and you missed all of my big news. Anyway, let's do this intro again. Let's pretend. Okay, from start. One more time with feeling. Hi, everyone. I'm Clark. Welcome to Puka GT. So today we are looking at Dragon Trail Seaside Daily Race B. I am completely fresh on this course. I have never looked at it before, apart from the 25 minutes there where I was talking to myself, thinking I was streaming, but I wasn't. So I got to learn it quite intimately in those 25 minutes. Got to learn all my breaking points. I'll go through them again now, just so we can see what I'm working with. I am a huge Citroen fan in Group 4, but I'm going to be trying the Atenza today to start with. And then I'll swap to the Citroen as the session goes on and see if I can get anything more out of it. Hey, Jack, you're there as well, buddy. Yeah, really sorry about that, guys. Oh, it's a shame. And you missed my big announcement, so I'm going to have to make it again. But we have a sponsor just in time for Mother's Day. Let's roll the thing.
How can the heart truly want what the mind can never possess? And just like the tide, he was gone. Puka, the new fragrance from Le Chèvre.
So yeah, fantastic new sponsor for us to get. Puka obviously pulled some strings. If you want to smell like a damp goat, Le Chèvre's new fragrance Puka is the fragrance for you. Just in time for Mother's Day as well. It's unisex. It can be used on male, female, goat, human, whatever you want. It's brilliant. My wife hates it. Anyway, let's dive in. Go to main. Sorry. Oh, Ants, I see you made me a new livery. I'm excited, dude. I'm going to check it out now. I as I mentioned, though, I do want to start in the Atenza today just because it is the overwhelming meta. I still feel Citroen will catch up and end up being the better car again, because that seems to happen every week in Group 4, but we shall see. The old livery. Let's see what we have. Oh no, I'm better off going to friends for this, actually. The search functionality on this only works every second time. Where are you there? There we are. Yeah, me too. Just the only problem is there's no top 10 ghosts for me to follow. Ooh, I'm liking the look of this. Ah, cool. And you made use of my graphic as well. Slick, dude. Love it. So yeah, look forward to racing around in this one later. Oh, sorry, need to change my car quick. How are you getting on, Jack? I saw you posted a fairly competitive time already yesterday. Oh, and usual spiel, guys, it's particularly important today given the fact that I won't be meeting new racers online, but if you could hit that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. It's about the only thing that will kind of push it out to new viewers today on YouTube. F1M Plays, how you doing, buddy? Yes, Jack, I had the most profound streaming experience of my life. Friends became enemies, enemies became friends. I cried live on stream as well, giving my deepest, darkest confessionals, only for it to not be broadcast. You're flying in the Atenza, nice one. Yeah, I was saying I hit the start broadcast button, but it's beside the start broadcast button there's also a go live button that I forgot to hit. Morning cobwebs. You'll have to forgive me, I'm only halfway through my coffee. Tired in the morning, tired at night. Life of being a parent. Okay. Okay, so we have the Atenza now. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, Auntie, I'll install your livery later. Really looking forward to racing around in it. Thanks again so much, dude. Really appreciate it. Okay. Hey Luke, how are you doing? Okay, so let me show you what I'm working with here. So I went through a bit of lap analysis here, looking for just basic things, braking points, acceleration points, gearing, and just racing line kind of stuff. So I'll show you what I'm looking to do. So obviously enough, we're flat out here through this first one. So first braking marker, it's going to be as that orange barrier on the left hits the edge of my screen. I'll be mounting onto the curb almost fully, just keeping the two wheels on the left on the white line and gearing down to fourth. 100% brake application, trailed off relatively quickly. And then, oh sorry, going down to second for the first corner. It's good I'm doing this refresher. Smashing onto the throttle as soon as you hit the curb. And then keeping it in fourth here for the next corner. Flat out. Okay, next braking point then is as the grass starts along the shoulder. We're going to go 100% on the brake again, bring it down to second gear. We're going to turn in once do you see that little red bit of pavement kind of starts on the shoulder? Okay. Let's kind of start to initiate the turn there. And then we're flat out on the throttle again as soon as our wheels touch that curb. Okay, and we're keeping it in fourth for quite a while here. So the braking point here is again that orange barrier on the left. It's just a bit of a dab, about 50%, keep it in fourth, trail towards the corner, and then smash on the throttle once you hit the curb again, keeping it in fourth the whole time. Okay, he does straighten up a bit. You see that orange barrier, that orange bit of the barrier there. So as that kind of approaches our timer in the center, that's when he goes on the throttle. keeps it in fourth, keeps it in fourth, keeps it in fourth, and he only goes up to fifth when he's on this other curb. Now, it's basically as the 150 completely disappears off the screen here, that we hit the brakes. We go down to third while still in a straight line, shift to second while crossing the street, and he's a little slower on the throttle here because it's the hairpin. So he's almost off the curb by the time he's on the throttle. You see that? Now, this one, I don't know how to do it. Like, I know what he's doing, I just don't know why it works for him. So he keeps it in fourth for most of this. It's only like right as he's approaching the last corner of this chicane that he shifts up to fifth. But yeah, he's just flat out the whole time and just tight through here. Barely touches the curb up ahead. Just maybe has like his left wheels on it for a moment. Like glances it. So now he puts his two right wheels obviously on that curb up against the barrier, and he shifts up to fifth just as that overhead thing goes off the screen. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I know. I don't know how. Without crashing. My only experience of this course at all is about maybe 10 laps I did in the Citroen yesterday. And obviously, yeah, he's just tight here, and you'll notice, look what the steering input is. So he's roughly about 50% of the way all over to the left there, and as soon as he gets off this curb, he throws it to the other side in the same amount. Right as he hits that curb, yeah. Okay, and here it's the 100. Before the 100, so between the 150 and the 100. Accelerates before the curb. Okay. So that's what I'll be starting to work with anyway. I'm going to forget some of this as I go along, and I'll need to check back in and find out what I'm doing wrong. It's a fair bit to remember when you're on a fresh course. And so I need to lift there, yeah. Are you in the Atenza as well, Ants? Okay, we'll load in that same ghost. Oop. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to manage that straight through. So let's see, in terms of times, what we have so far. Wow. You're already in the 147s. Fabriette is back in action this week, and Ants, you're not too far behind either. Even if I could get close to you, Ants, today, I'd be very happy with that. F1 in plays, how you doing? Also yet to crack the 150 mark. See our buddy Drac Fury also very close. There's Taya. Oh, Taya's, I think I saw Taya yesterday was at 2 minutes, and she's brought it down to 1:53.8. That's a huge improvement. As you can see, I had about 10 laps yesterday in the Citroen. That was about the best I could manage of it. Most of it was just spinning out and learning the course though. DB7, our old friend, also under 150. Okay, quite a bit to work with. So you crash half the time of quali laps through there, yeah. And then race you lift a little. You just have to hit the curves right, yeah. Okay, so I've loaded the Ghost. Gonna be +5 brake balance for this entire thing. Oh, this car feels slow compared to the Citroen. Okay, so we're down to second here. Orange barrier on the left. Whoa! I did not like hitting that curb. Okay, we're meant to be flat out now through here, keeping it in fourth. Need to be tighter there. Okay, we're over this curb, straight onto the throttle again. I have to scream every gear, by the way. Ah! Like that. Ah! Am I screaming right? Okay, it's down to second here. He goes over that curb and accelerates around that point. Oh, shifted to fifth too early there. Like over rev massively. Okay. Not much. Somewhere between the 150 and 100 here normally. He's down to second on this last one, isn't he? Yeah, must be. Again, getting really unsettled there. Oh, need to be way tighter on that one. Made that mistake last time too. There's your Tokyo drift for you, lads. Too early on the throttle there. Setting it wrong for here. Say, it's a fun course. I like it. A lot of flat out sections. You know, I didn't get far enough over on the right there. You don't know how that guy takes that curb in turn one. He's an alien. Yeah. Yeah, might play it a bit safer to start. Plenty of other spots in this course to find time in. This car just, in general, aside from that curve, feels like it's glued to the ground. It's just too late with the brake there. Okay, I need to get right over this curve this time. Not enough. Yeah, you can really over rev it in fourth, alright. Okay, so fire is completely over on the right. Too much! Yeah, this is going about how I thought it would. I haven't actually watched too many online races at this course yet either, but I'm guessing the Chicane of Death gets its name for a reason. I can only imagine what it's like trying to go through that with other people around you. Okay. Really get bounced around a lot at the start there, don't you? Yeah, I need to learn to trust this car more. I'm driving it like it's a GT3 car, but it'll be way more aggressive on the throttle. I don't need to kill as much speed there, clearly. I'm just trying to do it like he does it until I get it. By the way, everyone, given the fact that this entire session is going to be spent learning this course and figuring it out together, if you could hit that like button for me today, it would extra appreciate it, because it's about the only way I'm going to get people viewing this stream. Normally I rely on bumping into people in races, not bumping into people, but meeting people in races, and they join the stream that way, but I'm completely dependent on the YouTube algo today. So every like and chat comment really helps me out. Yeah, just even dipping a toe in on that curb completely destabilizes the car. Hey Sebastian, thanks for joining the chat, bud. Let's keep it in fourth there. Oh, thanks Sebastian, really appreciate it. Are you a streamer yourself? I just always assume it when I see the YT moniker and the username. You get wheels up to the white line, Jack. Okay, good. Sorry, F1M place, what are you saying to me there? Turn in as you pass the guy in orange on the right hand side in the death of chicane. Okay, I'm gonna go slowly here and look out for that. So this guy here, yeah? That feels quite early. But yeah, I'm obviously not doing it early enough. Around there. You're a content creator. I'll check you out afterwards, dude. Mostly focused on Gran Turismo yourself then? If you need any help, I can help you. You did a 1:46.9. Jeez. The fastest person in this chat then by a bit. Jack, who's on the chat with us here, is also quite fast, but I think you're still in the 1:47.3, aren't you, Jack? That speed won't feel early. Okay, I get you. But yeah, Sebastian, any, like, I'm not a high-ranked driver at all, and this is my first time on this track, so any tips or tricks you have for me, please throw them into the chat. I'd massively appreciate it. I'm also not very used to the Atenza. I'm normally in the Citroen in Group 4. So we're keeping it in 5th here, braking at the orange marker, keeping wheels in the white line, down to 2nd, mount the curb heavily, straight on the throttle, up to 3rd. To do a tiny lift there. Okay, need to get right over this curb, keeping it in 4th. Braking here, down to 2nd again, straight on the throttle. Yeah, just didn't have the angle. Oh well. Top Smoke. Thanks for joining the chat, everyone. Hey, this is a busy morning stream. Oh, and we hit 180 subscribers. Thanks so much, everyone. That's huge. Sebastian, you're not the same Sebastian I see regularly in the top splits and like Rory Alexander's videos and that, are you? I never know, because obviously people's YouTube names are different from their Gran Turismo names. Changing gears at 123 kilometers, 158 and 199. Yeah, I will try, but to be honest, I'm you just subbed as well. Thanks so much, Top Smoke, and thanks for joining the chat. You are? Oh yeah, I've seen your name pop up so many times. Thanks. It's an honor to meet you, dude. Thanks so much for joining the stream. At YouTube celebrity here in the chat, everyone say hi. So I will absolutely try that changing gears at 123, 158, 199, but I have so much to pay attention to here on a new course with a new car that I'll need to build up to that. I'm a relatively new Gran Turismo player. I've been playing about a year and a half, but a year of it was single player, and I've only been streaming since December, so not quite at the standard you guys are used to competing at yet. But I've been improving a lot. When I started streaming in December, I was a bottom D rank, and now I'm in the low B, so I'm getting there. And my quali pace has been relatively strong every week for B rank as well. If there's one thing I'm known around for here, it's a puka pole, which is getting pole position and fumbling it on the first lap. You use brake balance -2. Jeez, I think Tijani will want a word with you. He's +5 brake balance on everything. Do you not? Well, I suppose, does that give you the extra stability on the curbs then? I just wonder what I'll miss rotation-wise. Top Smoke on +5. Yeah. Yeah, normally speaking, I go to Tijni's lap guides every week, and he is just +5 everything pretty much. So I do it almost out of habit at this point without checking too much. Ooh, yeah, missing the rotation here, definitely. And you do the chicane to death with -2. Ooh. Yeah, do not like that. Sorry, Seb. Ooh, almost, almost. Well, I don't know. It depends on your driving style. Yeah. Sebastian, so Sebastian 85th in the world. My word. So I'm just gonna kick this off again. Thanks for all the chat messages, guys. I'm just gonna put head down and try about 2 or 3 kind of more concentrated laps now. And Top Smoke with a 46.8 at the moment, going for 46.6. Wow. Yeah, at this point, Sebastian, I'd say it's probably what I'm used to. Because, as I said, like for the few months I've been playing online, it's been brake balance +5 in almost every single car. I feel understeer is one of my bigger problems to begin with, and you know, anything that I can do to kind of combat that with extra rotation is a huge benefit for me. So for me today, personally, I will be happy if I can get under 150 today, and then I would be probably happy if I got about, what are you at now, Jack? Typically I get within about a second of you. Let's get more on that. Let's get on that too. Yeah, it's not finding the angle at all. I think I probably turned in a bit too early there. +5 equals more trail braking. Okay, bit of engine damage here. May as well actually kickstart the lap, so. What name do you race under, Top Smoke, on Gran Turismo? Oh, are you heading off, Jack? I'll catch you later, man. Thanks again for tuning in. I was lifting. I was lifting as well. Let's see. Smoky Top Smoke and RTR Smoky Jack. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you, dude. Yeah, that's crazy, Seb. Seb, you need to stop improving. I can't go any faster. I'm saying the same thing to Jack every week. Gunsmith Racing, thanks for joining the chat, dude. Oh, sorry to hear you're under the weather, Seb. Yeah, so many people in the Discord have been getting sick over the last few weeks. Nice to meet you, Gunsmith Racing. Wow, busy morning session today. This is great. I've only recently enough started streaming on mornings, like in the last week or two. Mostly been evenings only until now. But yeah, it's great to see it's busy. I was worried I'd be speaking into the void. Oh, no. Yeah, really struggling with that one. Thanks, dude. But yeah, as the always be my teammate. Oh, you guys are speaking as if there was a bit of a breakup happened recently. Did somebody swap ship? Contact. Oh dear. I think I will be the entire morning trying to get that chicane for the first time. I don't see any point in half-hearting it though. I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, cool. Missed it. Come on. Almost. Best effort so far. Don't think I lifted either. Ooh.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT!
Thanks, Puka. Alright. When was the last time with Luke? Ah, contact. See, when I got it the time before, I noticed it was a lot more of a loopy kind of motion through the chicane. Instead of just going in, straight. Sorry, I'll catch up on the chat here. Gunsmith, top bloke in my opinion, always will be. Ah, that's nice. Still got Gunsmoke livery on your GR4 Super. A lot of glazing going on right now. Yes, bro. Love it. The day you beat Smokes Times is the day you quit GT7. Counts. I'm loading up now in Smoky Jack and we'll add you if that okay, Puka GT. Yeah, that would be great, dude. I've got a link to my PSN ID down in the chat or in the video description if you want to do that. Am I still using the default settings on the wheel? No. You'll actually see a detailed list of the settings I'm running in the video description if you want to take a look. They are based on a couple of different YouTube videos that I watched and then just a bit of tweaking on my own. I'm running a fairly light brake balance and I've also got a custom elastomer on my load cell brake. Partly to do with the fact that I do a lot of long distance running and I'm quite old, so my knees are in bad shape. So I can actually only have so much brake force on the load cell before my knees start to ache. Am I Puka GT11? No, I'm not. I am. So on PlayStation, that's my PSN ID. And you'll actually find a link to it as well in the description if you want to check there. Yeah, I'd love to know if you guys are on a similar Fanatec setup to me. I'd love to know if you're running anything different than me. Yeah, I know. I'm turning 40 later this year. And in terms of my physical health, I'll put it this way, if I was a horse, I would have been shot. Quite a while ago. Yeah, I don't know how he is getting on that curb and keeping the car steady. You're only 15, Seb. Wow. I didn't realize the 13 in your name was your age. That's amazing, dude. Wow, all ahead of you. You know, I started playing Gran Turismo 7, I said about a year and a half ago, and it was the first time I'd played a Gran Turismo game since I was 15. I had the original back on the PlayStation when it was first released. And then I think I got it for my 11th, 12th birthday. And then I had Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2, but I wasn't into it. Just wasn't into racing games for a long time. Only kind of got back into it in the last year or two as I started getting into following F1. Oh, I almost have it. I'm feeling it. 13's your favorite number. Alien, that's how, yeah. You're 46 this year, Gunsmith. Yeah, you're a similar age to most people watching anyway. Most of the people in the community, we're all that typical young father in our midlife crisis mobile here. At least that's what my wife calls it. You know, I'll tell you something. First time I felt proper old in my life was maybe about 2-3 years ago. And I was, my wife and my kids, they were over in Finland visiting her family. So I flew into Stockholm. I was going to get the boat across to meet them. And I said, you know what, I'll stay at a hostel. I love hostels. When I was traveling through Europe when I was younger, I always stayed at hostels. Because they're great. You get to meet people. You have people you can go out, kind of have drinks with. They're nice and social, you know. So staying at this hostel in Stockholm, and I'm sitting around drinking with everyone, and I realised that I'm the oldest there by a good bit, but I keep tight-lipped about it. I'm like, ugh, this feels a bit awkward. And most of them are still kind of between that 18 to 21 age group. And I realised something. The last time I stayed at a hostel was before most of them were born. And I realised any one of them could have been somebody I had conceived in said hospital back in the day. Yeah. All the conversations were like, so what do you want to be when you grow up? 46 in 11 days. Oh, congrats, man. This year. Yeah, next year, Seb, is when it all starts to go downhill. Top Dog Jack, is that you? Sorry, who was that who was asking to have me? Was that you, Gunsmith or Top Smoke? And there you are, Top Smoke. Great. This is cool. I really wish Gran Turismo would let you view the ghosts of your friends. Although with your guys' times, probably get the odd ghost if you're scoring near the top 10s. Jeez, there you are. You'll see Jack there goes by the name Cole Trickle. Days of Thunder reference there. Jack, you have been sitting on top of my leaderboard for far too long, mate. You've now got top split lads taking you down. Added me on both accounts. Nice one. Ah, Bennett77. Sorry, I hadn't seen you in the chat yet. Thanks for joining, dude. Sure, I'm 48 now, but the racer is only half that. Good stuff. Oh, lots of new faces today. This is great, everyone. Started playing Real Racing 3 when you were 3. Jeez, I haven't even heard of that one. Real Racing 3. You've actually raced Top Smoke. You saw I had water in my empty Coke bottle and said, imagine if they did white Coke. I was the tab clear of Crystal Pepsi. Just subbed. Thanks, Bennett. Lots of new subs today. This is great, guys. Thanks so much. I'm relatively new to streaming, been doing it since December, but I've been fairly consistent with it. I do a minimum of 3 evening streams a week, and I try to add about 1 or 2 morning streams every week also. I post my schedule in the Discord if any of you are interested in staying in touch, but I also do it as a post on YouTube as well. Oh no. I was taking that a bit better and then just have more speed and got understeer. Sorry, Gunsmith, I see you there. Thanks for the ad, guys. Do any of you guys know Luke Nadaro personally? Oh, so close to being completely clean through that. Just a little bit of contact on the way out. Just slowing down a bit too much there. Ah, I lost it. I'm getting that initial entry better than I was, though. I'll crack it, I will. Feeling cocky. Ooh. Sorry. Just want to have a quick catch up on the chat, because, wow, the chat's busy today. Added me on both accounts, played Real Racing, added Jack. Just subbed. Yeah, Ants. 33 but live in South Africa, but I'm 47 and normal world age. Hey Drac, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. You tried this in the Silvia Ferrari Swift last night, got bashed around a lot. I can only imagine. Sebastian, great to have you on the Discord server, dude. 150.3, but not got the meta car. Yeah, I've seen that before. I race Cold Trickle. UK. Aim for the left orange bollard. Yeah, I just need to get tighter. You're 8th on your friends list. Jeez, I can only imagine what your friends list is like then. Yeah, it was hilarious when I started this stream. Like, you know, I think I had maybe 10 friends on PlayStation Network playing Gran Turismo, and I was always top, and I was like, yeah, thinking I was big swinging D. And then more people like yourselves started adding me. Before I knew it, I'm doing well to pop the top 10. Oh, way too late. That was probably the best I've done that section yet. If I compare this with the good chicane of death, should be on for my best lap so far. Oh, kinda did it. There was a tiny bit of contact, I think. Okay, low 149. I have a ton of time to find in that corner. No, not too wide. Got some damage along the way. A lot of time to find here as well. Okay, damage is gone. Oh, sorry. Sebastian, thanks so much for tuning in, dude, and thanks for joining the Discord. Great. Okay. Yeah, so great to have so many fresh faces in the chat today. Really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that would be great. I'll be back on tomorrow evening. 8 PM GMT, normally on. I'll put the link in the Discord, of course, anyway. So I'll catch you there, dude. Time's getting better, bro. You'll master the chicane soon. I was ready to throw my wheel last night doing this track. Yeah. This is my first time ever on this course, so like I'm still just trying to memorize it, to be honest. I always find these casual morning streams like this where it's like just half shooting the breeze with yourselves, cruising around, not even going for gold or whatever. I just find it serves me well just imprinting the course in my memory. And then I can have a bit of time offline to tighten things up without, or just with full focus, you know? This is a very enjoyable way to learn a course on a Tuesday morning, chatting with yourselves, having some fun. Too wide. Just unsettled the car. The line was feeling good though, and then just bounce caught me wrong. Yeah, flat out through the chicane. My best time there, the 1:49.319, I was definitely flat out then. I made, I think, a brush of contact against the wall when I did it. Freaking no skin roll time for 15-minute warm-up into the race. Close, close. Didn't unsettle the car on the first curb this time either. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep battling it until I get it. Until I get it consistently too. Might not be the most interesting content for yous watching, but it's what I'm here for. Improving my times. Oh, by the way, if you're enjoying the stream and you haven't had a chance to yet, please hit that like button. It's about the only thing that will get this stream in front of other viewers today, given the fact that I'm not racing. Or, as Puka always says,
Like and subscribe to Puka GT!
He's a sound lad. He's strict, but he's fair, you know? Good boss to have. Yes, I'm aware of that track. I'm really trying not to lift. Point is, I know it can be done flat out, so I'm going to learn how to do it flat out. I'll save the lifting for the race. Oh, that's too aggressive over the curb there. Yes! That was the first time without any contact and completely flat out. I shifted to 5th maybe a moment later than before. Yeah, just unsettled the car there. Sent me wide. Yeah, I know what's causing that bounce now. It's because I'm not going far enough over to the right before I go in. So then the angle is too sharp. I hit it too much speed and it just throws the car up. A lot of damage. Hopefully it's gone by the time I start my next lap. Stand by it. I do really enjoy this course though. Even with the frustration of the chicane. That's gone wrong for me twice now, and that was a section I had quite solid until most recent 2 laps. Wonder what I'm doing different. How are you doing, Jack? You've gone quiet. Are you out trying to set faster laps? Probably going in a bit faster. Yeah. Might be, yeah. You're not online yet. Okay. I'm shifting up to 5th there. I saw that. I meant to keep it in 4th. Can't remember what I did the other laps, but I wonder if that was part of it. Oh, small skin. Small skim indeed. It's addictive. It's actually addictive. It just... Okay, going into this lap without damage now. Let's go for it. Really trying to push there. It's not working out for me though. I can't stress enough the importance of screaming 3rd and 4th gear all the way around the track. Free lap time. Yeah, like I did notice the... what you call it? The guy ahead keeps it in 4th for a fair portion of this track. He's essentially in 4th all through that section and only shifts up to 5th there. Yes, that's where it chokes. Contact. Do I do any league racing? I don't. I'm interested in it, but to be honest, the streaming is just taking so much of my time at the moment. And the best way for me to get new viewers at the moment is to essentially just be in the daily races. So people are seeing me in the races with the YouTube beside my name, joining in afterwards. That's how I met most of the people in the chat. Yeah, I can hear it kind of when it starts to choke as well, Jack. That's what I've been listening for there. I am very, very interested in league racing though, because so many people say it. That's where they improve the most. I know Sammy Snake talked about it a good bit. We were coached by a guy from 9PP Racing a few weeks ago, and he said league racing and racing against people better standard than him was one of the big separating factors for him. But at least through this channel, I get to race against people who are higher standard than me, like Jack in the chat there. He normally joins in for a lobby race at the end of most of our streams. It would, Jack, it would. I need to focus on subscriber growth, at least until I get to about 500, and then I might look at league racing after that. And the point is, my growth has been like roughly on trajectory for what I'm hoping to achieve in 6 months of streaming, 3 months in now. So if we can get to 500 by month 6, everything's in line, and it means I can probably even start dedicating a bit more time to it. But yeah, one step at a time. And if something isn't broken yet, I'm not going to fix it just yet either. But I do really want to improve my driving standard too, which is the other side of the coin. But I've got the coaching coming up on Friday anyway. I'm probably going to make a monthly thing out of that. I'll see how far I can get with my driving standard in 6 months as well. And then I will probably look at doing a league race, and hopefully taking a lot of you guys who are usuals in the Discord and the chat in with me, and you know, we can all race together and have the chats while we're at it. It'll be good fun. What league racing do you do, Gunsmith? Full time by Christmas. That's the hope. I'm borderline full time at it at the moment. I worked in fintech for about the last 10 years. Myself and my wife, we've made most of our money. We're in an okay place. And yeah, I just honestly, midlife crisis stuff hit me around the time I turned 39, and I was just realized how bored and unsatisfied I was. So I was already into sim racing. Decided I wanted to get back into filmmaking because that's what I was originally trained in. I worked in that for 10 years before fintech. So I've been doing the filmmaking again, essentially full-time house husbanding, collecting my daughter from school at 1 p.m. every day and taking care of her. And yeah, just doing this on the side to keep me busy and having fun. Social's been great from it as well. Great to have people to chat to in the morning while everybody else is in work. Freeze, how you doing, buddy? Just talking about 9pp there a moment ago in the coaching session we had. For sure, but league racing was what really helped me get better when I was younger too. Yeah, Jackie, you're just one of many people who said the same to me, alright. I'm shifting way too early on the straight. Hey, Freeze, how's your knees? Yeah, how are you doing, man? Are you feeling any better? Bad and badder. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear it, dude. Tires in the grass there and slipped. I shifted to 5th way too late there. Good day today at least. Got 2 customers on my route that raced the 24-hour in 2 months. Wow. You race in an admin in MRL, Midland Racing League, also an ERO, European Racing Organization, both on Discord if ever interested. Yeah, please throw a link into the chat. I'd like to check it out either way, even if I don't have time this minute. What's HRC stand for again, Freeze? Gunsmith meet Freeze. Freeze is, I guess you're the president of 9pp Racing? I'm not sure on titles. You're a big swinging D at 9pp Racing anyway, and you've got a few different leagues going as well. You race in RCR lobbies in the evening. Very good racing. And how's that been going for you, Drac? Have you been at it long? Have you noticed a lot of improvements since you've been doing it? Hammers racing community. Oh yeah. I've been meaning to ask you, is that a West Ham thing? Like the football team, the Hammers. The logo looks quite similar. Better term for English should be chairman. Right, yeah. No, didn't have the angle. Hammers is your late friend, Lewis Gamertag. He was a huge West Ham supporter and in his honour renamed the league Hammers Racing Community. Yeah, I had a feeling it was linked to that chap, alright. I looked into a bit of the info on him after you told me about it. I'm so sorry about that, dude. It's such a terrible, terrible thing. Okay, it left the shifting to fifth very late there. Probably didn't go far enough over on the right, turned a bit too late as well, I think. And it's also the reason that you have that Winston's Wish charity involved. Such a great cause. They help children deal with the loss of a parent as a charity, if I remember right. Next racing for charity, as long as it's not a 24-hour endurance race, maybe. I just can't commit that time to anything. Yeah, bad line. ERO is Wednesdays and Thursdays, depending on which tier, and MRL is Sunday evenings. What sort of format races do you do? How long are the races, I suppose, is my main question. Almost had to lift or I was going straight into the wall there. Different car types and sprint formats. And what about yourself, Gunsmith? Yeah, I'd really appreciate if people could put links to everything in the Discord. I know Freeze has put things in there once or twice before. Especially yourself, Gunsmith, with something new the group hasn't heard of before. If you the link to the Discord is in the description. By all means, go wild in there and share whatever you like about your leagues. Love to learn more about it. Very big lift there. Yeah, an hour is good. Anything more than that, I just kind of be a bit much for me. Again, unsettled the car on that inside curb. Mins quali and 50 mins race for both leagues. Tire and fuel wear. Must use 2 compounds. That sounds great. Going in for a 46 now. Good man, Jack. Let me know how you get on with it. Freeze goes to have 2 divisions again. Let's see how many drivers we can acquire. Yeah. MRL is mid-season right now. We're starting European racing soon. Nice. Going in for a Big Mac. I am jealous. I'm actually going to hop out of this lobby now, and I'm just going to study K De Bruyn's replay again. I just really want to get a sense of what's happening on that chicane. Yeah, thanks to all of you new people, I'm even further down the pecking order. Yeah, I'd like to get sub 149 today now. I'm still finding a lot of time for free on a lot of the corners leading up to the chicane, so... I'm going in for discipline, so I should be doing work, lol. What do you work at, Gunsmith? You shared your replay for me. Oh, great. Jack, I'll take a look at that now. Always find it more beneficial looking at friends' replays instead of that of the aliens. Gold trickle, gold trickle. There you are. So it's a 147.4. Freeze, you got your girlfriend in the Nürburgring one this week? Very funny to watch her. As long as you're not being patronizing, be nice. We all started somewhere. I'd love to ascend to that of the level of aliens as well. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean about the white line. And you're not riding that curve too hard either. Yeah, Nürburgring is backwards. Loves her Porsche, yeah. Okay, so you got two wheels on it. I've noticed, but I've been finding the car getting very unsettled, but your man K De Bruyn, he's got two tires on the red there, but the car always bounces out for me when I do that. It's good to see you can be flat out though, and still turn around. Or get around, I mean. Shared yours too, Drac. Yeah, I'll take a quick look. Okay. Okay. You're braking a smidge later than me there. You've the car more rotated by the time you reach the curb, which allows you to get on the throttle so hard. That's cool. I need to keep that in mind. Cheeky. Went to fifth there for a moment. Okay, and you're... That's interesting. Did you hit the brake there, or did you just lift? I think you just lifted. Okay, no, brake. You did brake, and you were really quick back on the throttle there, but just with the gradual amount. Let's go up to fifth here. Yeah. Smooth as an otter in a tux. Where'd you go to 5th? Okay, quite early. So K De Bruyne is going to 5th after that overhang goes past him. And I had been going to it there or even later, sometimes trying to settle it on that inside curb, but you are on it by the time you reach the wall here. This is interesting. I might try that. Nice. I'd say that was half a second you found me in that last corner alone and cutting it very tight there. Every 100th counts. Solid lap, dude. Even if I can get in the 148s today, I'll be happy. Alright, Track, I'll take a quick look at yours as well. Break at the start of the red on turn 1. I'm using the orange barrier on the left. It's kind of working out for me, to be honest. 150.6. I wonder where you're losing the 3 to me. You're gonna pull your hair up, eating that. Yeah, no, I hear you. Nope, sorry, I meant to hit display all race info. Alright, you're not braking at the red. You're braking pretty much at the start of the shoulder there. Third sends you a bit wide. Then you're, oh, yeah, skid a bit there. Yeah, you could find a lot of time there going down to second. Just keeping the car stable. Very interesting approach there, keeping it in third. Sorry, hit the mic. Look fast though. Good bit of coasting there. Interesting. So you were 112.5 then going into sector 3, which I think was faster than me. But you lost 3/10 somewhere.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT.
How long do we have? Still got 50 minutes left. Data logger, here we go. Oh no, I didn't save my best lap. I want to do a quick comparison. Okay, I'll need to log a new one. Alright, I'm gonna do a few minutes of fairly focused laps now. Jack at 146.8. Some time. Tried to imitate what Cole did there and it felt good. By Cole, I mean Jack, of course. No, this is going to send me wide now. It's because I carried a good bit more speed than usual after following Cole's other line. Whoa. Did my own thing there in terms of shifting, but look how close I stayed on the Ghost. .148.5, nice. That's it. Lurk until you have your food. I'm quite happy with that now. Again, Cole, that's kind of, or Jack, that's kind of put me close to within a second of you. I'm just going to save that lap now, just so don't forget to do it this time. Yeah, look at that. You still in the chat, Gunsmith? Although Gunsmith was Smoky Jack as well, wasn't he? Sorry, Freeze, to see your message. You managed to get her within 1.5 seconds of your timer in Monza. Jeez, she's flying, man. I did something very different in the chicane of death there, and it actually worked out for me. I stayed in fourth much longer, which gave me rotation, and then the shift to fifth I think actually helped me stabilize as I hit the curb. Whereas I know if anything, Jack, you were shifting to fifth really, really quickly. Let's take a look at the data logger now. I know there's one section in particular, Jack, where you probably got half a second alone on me, and it's a simple enough one. It's the one where I'm dabbing, keeping it in fourth, and then it's that series of corners that you keep in fourth. You just have way more throttle in it. I think if I maybe make that same change that you're doing there, I might find it a couple tenths more. We shall see. Oh, I didn't save yours yet, Jack. I'll do that now. Oh, he got me craving McDonald's now, Freeze. They have this limited edition burger over here at the moment. It's only on for another week. It's called the Philly cheese stack, but it's my absolute go-to, and I'm gonna miss it while it's gone. Alright, Jack, let's see if there's any low-hanging fruit for me to find. A few more tenths here. To be honest, I started today thinking I'd be happy if I got under 150, but I'm making steady progress. I'm feeling like I might even get down into the 147s if I play my cards right. Oh, more new subscribers. Thanks so much, everyone. One of the biggest growth streams I've ever had, actually. That's, what, 7 new subscribers today? That's incredible. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm sorry, what am I going? Data logger. And we'll put Jack in the gold. Now, Jack, if you're watching this, I'd be very curious to see if I'm faster than you in some sections. Don't think so, but, you know, if you're looking for free time. Now, you had a faster start to this lap, and it could be you doing longer shifts than me is causing you to build a bit of extra speed there, but you had loads of extra time through turn 1 there. You broke a little later. You released a bit later. You were tighter. I reckon this is all just throttle input. You've lost less speed. Look at your minimum speed there is like 103 for a split second, whereas I go all the way down to about 97. So yeah, 6 kilometers in pace difference there. And look, at that point, it's 8 kilometers difference in pace. So no wonder you are effectively half a second. Right, like there's a few tenths that were carry on from your other lap by the looks of it. So you go roughly 4 tenths up in the first corner alone, which I was not expecting. The chicken waffle? No, I haven't heard of that one. McDonald's is actually incredibly regional. Like even Ireland to UK, they probably have very different things. Like I remember traveling around Europe on the Interrail, and like McDonald's was always a cheap place to go eat, and every single country we went to would have some special or some burger or some name or twist on a classic that the other country wouldn't have. 4/10 in the first corner. You're only a second ahead of me. I'm guessing I get time back off you at some point. I think otherwise you'd be a lot faster than me. No, you're faster there too. Okay, now this is the big one where I thought you were gaining the most time on me, because you're on the throttle for a lot of this and I'm coasting, as you can see, for a huge portion of it. Not as much of a difference as I would have guessed. You're gaining about maybe 10th and a half, 2/10. This does make me wonder, because you're very close on a second up on me there. Am I faster through the chicane? I get some time back on you. You're up more now than you are at the end of the lap. 9. Okay, so you're a second up before the chicane. There is a full second between us, I guess. Okay, so we are literally like to the millisecond the same speed through the chicane. Relatively even on the final corner. You're a little faster. Okay, unfortunately, Jack, there's nothing you can find from my lap, but there's plenty I can find from yours. So to me, it seems like the lowest hanging fruit here is turn 1. All I have to do is improve turn 1 and I will get 4/10. Well, turn 1 through turn 2 there, but you know, that's flat out. So, yeah, look at that. Let's take a look at the inputs. So throttle and brake I want to take a look at as well here, and gear. So our gearing's relatively similar, but you're shifting down the first one earlier. And then we're kind of mix and match on the other two. Yeah, there's no crazy magic to it. You're just braking later and for less time by what looks like about maybe, what's that? 10 meters, about 10 meters on either side. And then you're way, way faster down on the throttle. $20, $40, $60. Each of these blocks is about 20 meters. So yeah, more than 10 meters sooner on the throttle than I am. Okay. Let's turn off my controller. Alright, let's see what we can do with another 30 minutes. So let's see. Chicken waffle on the it's a crispy chicken, bacon, and cheese between 2 waffles, and it's amazing. Nice. I've been doing some deliveries. I'm watching the analysis now. I'm in automatic. It's not the best lap. Appreciate the watch. Of course, Jack. Yeah, I always find that I learn more from other people's laps, particularly people similar standard than me. And even, like as I was saying to Jack there, like he's a second ahead of me. There's things you can learn from other people's laps. Like Ants last week was a good bit faster than me all week. But we found out at Monza, the second chicane, I was like 3 or 4 tenths up on him on that chicane alone, despite the fact he was half a second faster than me. So pointing that out to him, I know allowed him to improve his lap a huge amount. So yeah, I think for me, I learn a lot watching the aliens and these amazing top 10 leaderboard people, but like the final kind of 3 to 5 tenths that I normally find by watching friends' laps. The ghost. Are you racing in automatic, Drag Fury, did you say? If so, you need to get off that, man. It will improve you hugely. Like obviously it will take about a week or two to get used to it, but there's no way to get used to it until you do it. You just kind of have to dive in the deep end and learn it. Eventually, like it becomes motor memory much faster than you realize it would. Yeah, that was never gonna work. You're back live now. Okay. Good stuff. You'd scroll back through the stream, I take it. Okay. Might be coasting a bit too long there. Feels fast enough though. Oh no, too wide. I just turned too late. First thing you've done for your GF, turn all assists off. She's using only ABS and traction control. Yeah. Actually, you know, I'm going to turn off these corner markers. I don't really need them. I just started using them a few weeks ago, just based on something Luke Nadaro said, that when you're learning a course, they sometimes serve as a good acceleration marker. But I'm not really using them at all. They're just kind of there and in the way right now. Traction control is a funny one. I, out of habit of playing the F1 games, never used it, and when I turned it on I was slower. So I'm like, look, no point in learning how to lean on it if I've never used it before. If I get more into wet racing, I imagine I might have to use it a bit though. Yeah, that was pretty slow actually. Look how far ahead the Ghost is. Half a second down on my best lap. Second down on my best lap right now. Ah, no. Too tight. Only good for saving tires. Yeah, that too. Like, it obviously allows you to go down harder on the throttle without risk of spinning out, but, you know, at the expense of speed, so... Fuel saving even more. Oh, interesting. I hadn't considered it for that. Had to lift. Bad line. Ah, no. I'm just being overly tight in that corner now. Mix 6 and TC5 will get you miles. What do you mean by mix? Your power output? Fuel consumption, I mean. Fuel mix, right, yeah. Ah, just millimeters off. I can tell you now, it definitely won't be trying that flat out in the race itself. Usually what we do for the endurance races when we go into the pits to wait for the driver swap. Okay. Missing that curb actually. Probably find a 10th. It's a solid first 2 sectors though. Oh, nah, there's that bit of contact. I was probably going to be close to my best time there. It's a good bit of time in that turn as well though. That'll be a 149 something, I think. Yeah, 149. 38. A lot faster. See, well, I'm still finding time for free like this. Makes me think I can probably get into the 147s. But not like that, unfortunately. Need to stitch it together. Ah, didn't turn early enough. I want to check something. I want to check what my first 2 sectors were on my best lap so far. Because I think I'm getting better than that now. I had a 111.4 on one of those laps. And on top of that, I was 3-4 tenths up there before I messed up that other lap. So I could potentially be getting in the high 110s before I even reach the chicane of death. So I just want to see what sort of difference that will make for my time. Do I need to watch the replay to see this? Which replay though? On my best lap one. Seventeenth of the second. No, what's that? Probably because I haven't shared it yet. Sorry, Freeze, I see your message now. Why do I not use the curb in the right side leading up to the chicane? Oh, I mean to, I just missed it. I was saying that as I went past it, like I could probably find a 10th there. Showcase. Sorry guys, getting tired here and looking for things in the wrong places. Race info. Okay. So my best lap, I'm at 111.367. On one of those attempts there, I was at 111.4. Didn't beat it, but then the next lap before I reached this sector, I was half a second up. So that tells me from the first two sectors alone, I still have half a second to find out my best lap, which is very good to hear. Stuck with the chicane of death here. What did I do on my best run? I shifted to 5th quite late. So it was as I was going past that curve. Okay. It did settle the car for me a good bit. But yeah, I really nailed it that time. No contact, no lift. Anyways, would I be interested in commentating on the HRC next season? I'm definitely interested anyway. Let's have a chat on the details of it. It really does depend on when it's on, and what the time commitment every week will be. But yeah, I think it will be a good bit of practice for me, kind of hosting. Maybe a way to grow the channel without huge amount of commitment on my end. See, the thing is, commentating on league racing is less daunting for me than taking part in league racing, because at least for commentating, don't need to work on my driving in between. During my normal Friday hours. How long would it be during the Friday hours? Like, how long is the race? I mean, yes, I won't have time after the stream. Unfortunately, I need to go get lunch and then go get my daughter from school. But I could probably chat with you later this evening if you're around, or even if you just want to send me on some details. I can DM you back. Whatever works out for you, man. Right, okay. Yeah, that's later. Cool. You have to do a lot of driving for work? You're I wasn't sure if you were phone sales, or it sounds like you're a bit more door to door. Oh, sorry, let me get the ghost. deliver business to business. Oh, it's office wholesale goods. I thought you were working with chemicals. I need office stuff. Let you know. Yeah, will do. Jeez, sorry, Drac, I didn't realize that was you riding there. I'd only seen Freeze in the chat there for a second, sorry. There was some free candy sticks. Sorry guys, my bad. I mixed yous up in the chat there for a moment. Because I'd only seen messages from Freeze in the last few minutes and I was just glancing at the chat while racing. Right, let's see what I can bang out in 15 minutes here, so. Take a load of this guy missing corners and his viewers. Don't forget my wife's birthday. Do you not find though, Freeze, there's a big difference between knowing what to do and doing it? Like for me, I'm at that stage of like, I see where the ghost is going. I want to follow it. But the car isn't doing that for me because I'm not solid enough with my inputs yet. Like if I could send the car wherever I wanted to at all times, I'd be an A+ driver. It's not like I wanted to go wide there. I think I shifted to 5th too early. Missing something. Well, you know how to tear your meniscus. Let me have my shit talking. Can't really do anything else at the moment. Fair enough. I think maybe we need a because I do want genuine tips, you see, from people. If you want to shit talk, maybe we just get like a /ST going, so I know when you're trying to be helpful and I know when you're just talking shite. I found it easier on curbs to hold the wheel a bit lighter than you'd think to do. Really let the car rattle and straighten out itself on the bumps. Okay, interesting. Yeah, maybe fighting it too much isn't settling it further, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it's a shame. I had a good run up to that and then just used the wrong line at the wrong moment. Alright, let's practice the chicane either way. Like the thing is, I don't know what force you use yourself, but steering input, I have everything on max, and it's like, it's not like I can be light while I've got that much steering input going. Like, because you're that, and then you're very quickly to that. Like, there's no real point there. There's no real moment there where I can be light on my grip. Basically, you're turning via thumb pressure. Close to your arms. Yeah, maybe. You're on max 2. Okay. Ten and 7 in game. No, I'm 10 and 10. Try 300 degrees, Puka. Jack, you are the only person on the planet who seems to think that's a good idea, as far as I can tell. Like, I'll humor it, but like every single settings advice guide thing I said, keep it at auto. Force feedback strength, force feedback scale, force effect, spring effect. Actually, sorry, what's the name of the setting on Fanatec again? It's not realism at this point, Freeze, though, with that stuff. It's just I have several hundred hours using it that way at this point, and it's what feels natural to me. Like, I know, I was watching, you know, Sammy Snake. I'm not sure if you know him, but he's fairly big English dude, A+ ranked driver. And he used to have a powerlifting record in the UK. The dude is so strong. He's got arms like tree trunks on him. And he uses less force on the wheel than I do. And he's like, yeah, it's not realistic. It doesn't make any sense to. Of course, I'm like at 5 and 3, I think he has his settings at. And like, he's like one of the strongest lads in the world and chooses to not have it up that high. But for me, it's not a strength thing. It's just it's not even a realism thing, because I don't know what it is to race these cars around a real racetrack. It's just what I personally like the feeling of. No, Puka, in-game settings use 400 sensitivity in GR3. I think that one's on auto for me. Oh, and sorry, try 300 degrees, Puka. Sensitivity, I use 400 cents in GR3. No, Puka, in-game settings 600 in GR4. Do you change per car too? Let's see some racing. Sorry, Thomas, I don't have time to race today. I need to finish in about 5 minutes. I'll be racing tomorrow night though, if you want to tune back in. Sorry, but these morning sessions are just all about learning a new track and trying to get my quality time up. And having the chats with some of my viewers, which I really enjoy too, which I don't get as much time for during racing evenings. Resistance, some sort of air to the ceiling. Okay, so sensitivity then. What are people saying to me? Right, I don't know what is that at auto. So you're saying I'll try 300 first, and then I'll try 600 after. Please, you seem constantly surprised that there is a time difference between different places in Europe. Okay, so I have my sensitivity at 300 now. Let's see what we got. Its preference, I like 300 less. Less turning can be smoother. GT3 at Monster, you're at 240. Whoa. That's hypersensitive. So it was on auto until now. But yeah, it's really twitchy. Like tiny bits of input are sending it. Well, yeah, like to see how much I scrubbed the tires because I oversteered there. Interesting. I was expecting it to be less sensitive. Whoa, you can only do tiny amounts. This is trippy. It's like turning on up the DPI on your mouse suddenly. So what's the auto set to then? 100? Jeez, can't handle that at all. Let's try again though. Yeah, little turns now. Yeah, auto sucks in my opinion. People who are using that are lying. You think people who are using auto are lying? It was great to be living in the future. I don't know, if you really think that, Freeze, why don't you move to New Zealand? Have a blast out there. 12 hours ahead. Auto is like 540. Yeah, I'm scrubbing the tires still. The wheel really shakes on you a lot more. Turned in too much. Alright, I don't have a huge amount of time for this, but I am going to try Smoke's recommendation of 600 here. I'm curious how that feels compared to auto. Yeah, that feels a lot more familiar. We got a cockpit view. Just go into cockpit view because look, you can see my wheel input here in the camera, so you can see I haven't turned it as much as he has. Whereas, what was it? So this is at 300. Watch this. Let's look how little I've turned it right now. His hands are the other way around right now, and look at mine. Just up here at about 2 o'clock with my right hand. Whereas he's all the way over at 9 o'clock already. And look, that's full lock already. I barely even rotated at 90 degrees. See, it's the reason I like auto. So now we're on auto. And look, what I'm doing is matching what the game is doing. So I don't know why you'd want it another way. It rarely has to get to that point though. And I'm trying to think, do I ever cross my hands? Like at most, that's the amount I get them over. And like, I got the flappy paddles, so I can still change gears while I'm like that. It doesn't really affect me. It's just it feels, I guess it feels closer to steering a real car, like my actual car. Yeah, I don't know. You're giving me a bit to think about. I think I'd be less likely to understeer with that, but like you saw how much I was scrubbing the tires, it'd be a lot to get used to. Hey, I'm interested to hear from yourself, Gunsmoke, because you're about the only other person I've come across so far that doesn't have it on auto as well. $180 one way, $180 the other. Yeah, I could, seeing it being an advantage in the chicane, I'll give you that. I also, yeah, I've said this before about controller players, but they are able to catch wheel spin a lot easier because it's obviously a lot easier to whip the analog stick left and right as well. I imagine you'd have that advantage too, Jack. Try 600. Yeah, sorry, I didn't actually give that a proper shot. Let me give it a go. $600 is, it feels quite close from the moment I had with it there. Yeah, like anything, what you get used to. I think I'd probably end up turning my force feedback down though, if I left it there. Small shakes in the wheel were actually causing steering input, I noticed. Whoa, a lot more speed there than usual. This feels interesting. Less of a learning curve for me anyway. And also just a bit sharper. The car is responding a little easier to my input. Oh, broke too much there. Something to do with the wheel input. Okay. Getting through the chicane first try is a big selling point for me. Not a great lap though, but I'm still getting used to it, you know? Did that all wrong. Didn't come out enough. It's okay. Let's try the chicane again. Maybe it was a fluke. I didn't get over to the right enough. Oh, I forgot to brake. Yeah, I was just wondering if having that extra sensitivity would allow the car to go over more, but I was just scrubbing the tires. I think I like the feel of this though. I'm gonna play around with it a bit. Yeah, to be honest, I think anybody who's talking about realism you can just, you know, pack their bags. We're competing against people on a controller. We're here on our, as I've called them before, our midlife crisis machines, pretending we're going vroom vroom. None of it's real. It's all about what you like. It's all about what you enjoy. If you like realism, great. But don't shit on people for not liking the same things you don't. Nice. Yeah, each to their own kink. Sorry, what am I trying now, Jack? I'm on 600 sensitivity based on what Gunsmith was asking. Nice. Must be cool to see. Yeah, for my 40th later in the year, my dad and brother are taking me to Mondello Park, which is the big racetrack in Ireland. And we're going to be renting out, I think it's a Porsche Carrera. I can't remember exactly which car we'll be getting. There's a few options anyway, I think we've got to decide. It's a complete, like, you know, touristy thing to do rather than a real motor racing thingy, but I'm still very excited about it. Right now I haven't driven much more than a Prius. Do you like go-karting a lot? But haven't been since I think November now. What time are we at? 12:15. Okay, look, I'm just going to do one more lap. TM. One more lap, TM. Did I see it's a birthday present for you as well, Gunsmith? Nice. Yeah, go-karting's great crack. There's some really good tracks in Ireland, actually. Thanks, Gunsmith. Thanks so much for tuning in, dude. It was really nice to meet you. And thanks for the tip about the sensitivity as well. I'm going to continue to play with it for a while. Couldn't make it. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I just need to work on it. And I will actually continue with the sensitivity set to this for a while to see how I get on for it. Just one more quick word from our sponsors before we head.
How can the heart truly want what the mind can never possess? And just like the tide, he was gone. Hookah, the new fragrance from Le Chef.
Everyone, thanks so much for watching. This was a really, really great stream. Lots of new voices in the chat, lots of new subs as well. So thanks so much for that, everyone. Massive gains found in a short amount of time for me here. Very, very happy with how that session went. Feeling good about the racing tomorrow night. Freeze throwing his own advertising at the chat. But look, thanks so much, everyone. I'm Clark. This is Puka GT. I will catch you next time.